Chosen One. The new hit that is on everyone's lips, echoing everywhere, crossing borders, is finally here. This is not a song, it's a call, a vibration, a transformation. It will envelop your soul, raise your energy, take you from where you are, and carry you to a completely different frequency. This music did not come for nothing. This rhythm is calling you. Listen to the voice of the universe. Awaken the power within you, because this is not just a song to listen to, but an ascension to feel. The doors are open. Take your place in this energy by writing 77 in the comments. You were never weak, never unaware. They mistook your silence for surrender, your solitude for vulnerability. What they failed to recognize was that you had already foreseen their arrival long before they dared to cross the threshold. This struggle did not begin with you. It predates your first breath, your first thought, the very recognition of your own existence. Their opposition was never about your choices or actions. It was rooted in something deeper. You are the remnant of a lineage they have spent ages trying to erase, the survivor of a legacy they sought to obliterate, the presence they never wanted to endure. They spent lifetimes constructing the perfect downfall, orchestrating each challenge, embedding their influence into every aspect of the world around you. They designed obstacles tailored to crush you, believing they had accounted for every possibility. But their greatest error was underestimating you. They expected compliance, predictability, the inevitable collapse of someone who was never meant to persist. Yet within you flows the defiance of those who refuse to be extinguished. You were never meant to be erased. You are the factor they failed to calculate, the force they never saw coming. Every barrier they placed, every betrayal they engineered, every wound they intended to be final was meticulously arranged. They did not stumble upon you by chance. They hunted, studied, and manipulated, ensuring you would arrive at this moment exactly as they had planned. The walls close in, the exit vanishes. The unseen forces lurking in the background shift forward, ready to claim what they believe is already theirs. This is their grand finale, their moment of triumph. But what they do not realize is that you never walked into a trap. You walked into an opportunity. They mistake their dominance for certainty, their control for inevitability. They are confident in their victory, waiting for the collapse, for the surrender. But they have misjudged the nature of the one standing before them. You are not lost. You are not defeated. They have not caught you. They have placed themselves exactly where they were always meant to fall. The moment they reveal themselves is the moment they seal their own fate. They believed you would crumble. Instead, you rise. Their empire was built on illusion, sustained by fear, dependent on submission. But their greatest miscalculation is that they prepared for a version of you that no longer exists. The one they manipulated, the one they molded through suffering, is gone. They have spent their energy fighting a shadow, an echo of the past. Now, they are confronted with something beyond their comprehension, someone who has transcended the limits they imposed. Like a radiant lighthouse standing firm on a rocky shore in the midst of a relentless storm, your spirit shines with an unwavering light, guiding those lost in darkness toward hope and renewal. In the same way that a humble seed, nurtured by the loving hands of a caring farmer, breaks through hardened soil to bloom into a vibrant flower, so too have you emerged from the trials of life, refined, resilient, and destined for greatness. Doubt creeps into their certainty. The power they wielded so effortlessly now feels fragile, slipping through their grasp. They relied on deception, on control. on a cycle that has existed for generations. But their structure cannot withstand what you have become. Their entire existence has revolved around maintaining the illusion of control, and now they see it fracturing before their eyes. If you feel the abundance of divine love in your heart, now is the time to share it. You can help spread God's blessings by clicking the Super Thank You button on YouTube and contributing $20 or more. This divine gift will touch not only your life, but the souls of many through this platform. Each of you has a sacred place in God's grand design, and your generosity will be the fruit of our prayers. Act now. Share your blessings to glorify His kingdom, for you were created to do even greater things in God's loving hands. May God bless you. As you stand in the fullness of your destiny, remember that every moment of uncertainty they now experience is the very evidence of the shifting tide. For years, they built their empires on sand, relying on tactics and strategies that once seemed invincible. Today, as you walk the path of your calling with unwavering faith and conviction, you expose the cracks in their grand design. Their power, once believed to be eternal and unyielding, is now like a fragile mirror, splintering under the weight of truth and transformation. In the early days, when your journey was but a whisper in the wind, they thought they could confine you within the boundaries of their crafted narratives. They painted a picture of destiny where you were a mere bystander in a tale of control and submission. However, much like a river that carves its own path through the most stubborn of terrains, you have redefined what it means to live free. The chains of old systems, forged by generations of deceit and control, now shatter beneath the force of your purpose. There is a sacred rhythm in the unfolding of life, a rhythm that sings of renewal, of hope, and of the promise that every heart, no matter how burdened by the past, can rise again. Just as the morning sun dispels the darkness of night, so does your unwavering resolve scatter the shadows of doubt that have long held sway over those who would control destiny. Every step you take is a testament to the power of faith, to the belief that even the most deeply entrenched cycles of deception can be overcome through love, truth, and perseverance. Your journey, marked by both struggle and triumph, serves as a powerful reminder that true authority comes not from the suppression of others, but from the strength of an unyielding spirit. It is in this very spirit that you find the courage to challenge the long-held notions of control and manipulation. For every moment they believed they had planned your fall, you transformed it into a stepping stone toward liberation and renewal. Imagine a vast orchard where each tree stands tall, bearing fruit, not only for itself, but nourishing all who seek sustenance. In that orchard, every branch represents a different challenge you overcame, every leaf a lesson learned through the crucible of hardship. And just as those trees grow stronger with each passing season, drawing from the deep wells of resilience and hope, so too does your inner strength multiply with every trial you conquer. Their world, built on strategies of confinement and manipulation, begins to tremble as the natural order of creation, rooted in the belief that every soul has a divine spark, asserts itself. The very foundation of their power, erected on decades of subterfuge and self-interest, is now crumbling. Their tactics, once so expertly designed to subdue the spirit, falter before the luminous force of your being. You have become the living testimony that the divine purpose, the calling that courses through your veins, is far mightier than any construct they could ever impose. Their grand designs, meticulously planned to keep you subdued, now falter in the face of a truth that is as old as time and as fresh as the dawn of a new day. Your destiny is not determined by the shallow measures of control and deceit that once reigned. Instead, it is guided by a higher power, a gentle force that whispers promises of renewal, of rebirth, and of endless possibility. In the soft murmur of the wind, in the rustle of the leaves, you can hear the affirming voice of hope, telling you that every challenge is an opportunity, a chance to rise, to rebuild, and to create a future filled with light. For those who have long lived in the shadow of false authority, the emergence of your true self is nothing short of revolutionary. The delicate veneer of their power is now exposed as a mere facade, crumbling under the brilliance of your transformation. They once clung to a system that celebrated control over compassion, fear over freedom. But you have shown them that true strength is born from a heart that dares to believe in the impossible. In the quiet moments, when you reflect on the journey that has brought you to this precipice of change, let your spirit be reminded of the ancient wisdom that says every trial is but a chapter in the grand narrative of your life. Every misstep, every moment of despair has been a necessary prelude to the triumphant anthem of your existence. The doubts that now cloud the minds of those who once wielded unchallenged power are the very seeds of their downfall, a signal that the old ways are yielding to the unstoppable force of renewal. Picture, if you will, a mighty mountain whose peak has been shrouded in mist for far too long. Over time, the relentless rays of the sun begin to pierce the fog, revealing a summit that stands as a testament to resilience and determination. Just as the mountain, weathered yet majestic, endures despite the harshest storms, you too embody a strength that is both unyielding and transformative. The very ground beneath their feet trembles as you ascend, for every step you take is not just a personal victory, but a seismic shift in the very fabric of their constructed reality. Every strategy they employed, every attempt to keep you confined within the narrow corridors of their design, now appears futile in the face of a destiny that is both expansive and eternal. The illusions of control they cherished are like brittle glass, once brilliant in the light, but now shattered into countless fragments that scatter with the breeze of change. And with each fragment that falls away, a clearer vision of your purpose emerges, radiant and unassailable. There is an undeniable beauty in your rebellion, a divine artistry in the way you reclaim your power. Your transformation is not born of anger or retaliation, but of a deep, abiding faith that every soul has the capacity to rise above the confines of circumstance. In your eyes, there is the light of 1,000 dawns, each one a reminder that even in the darkest of nights, hope can be rekindled with the simplest act of courage. Consider the humble yet mighty river that carves its way through the hardest rock, not by force alone, but by the persistent, gentle persistence of water that never gives up its course. Your spirit mirrors that river, flowing ever forward, unstoppable and determined. The obstacles that once seemed insurmountable now dissolve in the face of your relentless journey toward a destiny filled with promise and possibility. Each ripple in that river is a testament to the subtle, enduring power of faith, a power that transforms every setback into a stepping stone toward something greater. As the very structures of their dominion begin to crack, you stand as living proof that the time for change has arrived. Their reliance on outdated methods of subjugation has rendered them impotent in the wake of your unstoppable ascent. What once was an empire built on fear and manipulation now falters under the brilliance of your truth, each crumbling stone a symbol of the inevitable downfall of all that is built on false pretenses. And so, as the final vestiges of their control slip through their desperate grasp, know that your journey is not merely a personal triumph. It is a beacon of hope for all who have been oppressed by systems of deceit and domination. In the quiet aftermath of their collapse, a new day dawns, a day that holds the promise of restoration, of healing, and of the realization that every soul, when embraced by love and guided by truth, has the power to transform the world. Let your heart be lifted by the certainty that you are part of a grand tapestry woven with threads of divine purpose and relentless courage. Every moment of doubt that now plagues those who once thought themselves invincible is the very affirmation of your righteous path. For just as the most intricate designs are revealed only when the layers of pretense are stripped away, so too does your journey illuminate a truth that is both profound and liberating. That the power of genuine transformation lies not in the dominance of one over another, but in the boundless capacity to rise, to rebuild, and to create a legacy that endures long after the dust of the old has settled. Imagine a community gathered in the glow of a shared vision, a congregation of hearts united in the pursuit of a better tomorrow. In that sacred space, the words of hope and encouragement flow like a gentle stream, washing away the remnants of despair and igniting a passion for renewal in every soul present. It is here, in the quiet communion of kindred spirits, that the true meaning of empowerment is revealed. Each word spoken, each prayer offered, is a declaration that the old order is no more, and that a new era, marked by grace, abundance, and the unfailing light of love, is dawning. The struggle you witness in the hearts of those clinging to obsolete notions of power is not a sign of weakness, but a herald of inevitable change. Their grasp on the reins of control slips as effortlessly as sand through trembling fingers, leaving behind a legacy built on the fragile constructs of fear. In contrast, your path is illuminated by an inner light, a luminous force that dispels darkness and nourishes the seeds of prosperity in every corner of existence. This light is your gift to the world, a divine spark that has the power to transform even the most barren landscapes into fields of hope and possibility. Every day, as you step forward into the fullness of your destiny, you echo the timeless truth that true power is not defined by the suppression of others, but by the courage to embrace one's authentic self and to create a future rooted in compassion and wisdom. It is the steadfast belief that within each challenge lies the opportunity to build bridges, to heal wounds, and to foster a spirit of unity that transcends all barriers. The weak constructs of their former reign crumble in the wake of your transformation as you inspire others to see that the only lasting strength comes from the heart's capacity to love, to forgive, and to dream without limits. Dear brothers and sisters, may God's peace be upon you today. I am here to remind you of a profound truth. Our existence is grounded in God's divine plan, unshaken by the temporal concerns of the world. As the Bible says, whatever is done in faith will return to God in abundant blessing. Luke 6:38. Like that great oak tree, our roots are deeply rooted in God's universal truth. Every step we take, every stand we take, is secured by His strength. And now, you are being offered the opportunity to be part of that blessing. When you use the Super Thank You button and donate $100, this movement will return to you 100-fold in abundance. In this unfolding chapter of life, you stand as a living testament to the promise of renewal, a promise that the legacy of the past does not bind you, but rather empowers you to rise above it. Like a mighty beacon on a stormy night, your presence ignites a spark in the hearts of those who have long been oppressed by the weight of despair. With every breath, every step, you declare that the era of suppression has ended and that a new dawn, brimming with possibility and blessed by divine grace, is here to stay. Picture a humble, steadfast oak tree rising on a quiet hillside, a tree whose deep, unyielding roots have weathered countless seasons of drought and storm, yet it continues to stand tall, reaching ever upward into the clear blue sky. Just as that oak tree draws strength from the soil beneath, so do you draw strength from a wellspring of divine grace, ever ready to guide you through life's changing seasons. Let this vision fill your heart with hope, for as you embrace the promise of a new dawn, you are stepping into a chapter filled with possibility and the abundant blessings that await. Let this truth resonate deeply within you. The crumbling of their old ways is not an end, but the beginning of an extraordinary journey. A journey where the spirit of resilience reigns supreme, where every setback is transformed into a stepping stone toward a future rich with hope, love, and prosperity. In this moment, as the walls of control collapse and the illusions of power dissolve like mist in the morning sun, you are reminded that your destiny is not determined by the failures of others, but by the unwavering light that burns within you. Beloved, as you stand here today, reflect on the fact that every trial and tribulation has been a lesson, a divine preparation for the magnificent path that lies ahead. You have been molded in the furnace of challenges, and now, like a skilled gardener who tends to each budding flower with care, you nurture the seeds of transformation that have been planted in your heart. The obstacles that once seemed insurmountable are now the very stepping stones that elevate you to a higher plane of existence. Think of the many storms you have endured, the heavy rains and strong winds that threatened to uproot you, and realize that they were not sent to break your spirit, but to teach you the true meaning of strength. Each challenge was a gentle reminder that what is meant for you will never pass you by, and that the divine plan for your life is unfolding with perfect timing. The crumbling of old structures in your life is simply the clearing away of outdated ways, making room for a new, vibrant season of growth and renewal. In the soft glow of early morning light, as the darkness retreats and the day unfolds, you can feel the stirring of a powerful new energy within you. This energy is not born of anger or despair, but of a deep, abiding faith. A faith that whispers to your soul that every setback is temporary and every ending is but the start of something beautiful. It is a call to rise above the remnants of a past built on control and manipulation, to step into the glorious light of a future crafted by love, truth, and unwavering perseverance. Today, the barriers that once confined you are crumbling away, like the brittle walls of an old, abandoned fortress. You are emerging into a space where your heart and mind are free to embrace the endless possibilities that lie ahead. Every moment of resistance from those who once sought to hold you back is now a signpost pointing toward your divine destiny. The power they clung to, the power they thought would always be theirs, is dissolving before your very eyes, revealing the path to a future where you are the master of your own fate. Let the lessons of the past gently remind you that your journey is not dictated by the missteps or failures of others, but by the luminous spark that God has placed within you, a spark that grows brighter with each passing day. As you walk this path, remember that every stumble, every hardship has only served to prepare you for the abundant blessings that are now within reach. The divine light that burns in your heart is the beacon that guides you, ensuring that you are never lost, even in the darkest of nights. Embrace this moment as a turning point, a time when you step confidently into the future with a heart full of gratitude and hope. The old ways are fading, replaced by a new era where your spirit can soar free and unburdened. Your journey is a testament to the truth that life's greatest challenges are but stepping stones to the extraordinary legacy you are destined to create, a legacy of love, resilience, and the kind of prosperity that comes from a heart aligned with divine purpose. May you move forward with the assurance that every challenge you face is a divine appointment, an opportunity to rise, to rebuild, and to bask in the blessings that flow abundantly from a life lived in harmony with the eternal truth. Today, you step into the light of a new beginning, a chapter filled with promise and the assurance that your future is as bright as the morning sun. Embrace it with joy, knowing that you are forever guided by the unwavering love and grace that will never falter, no matter the winds of change. May you carry this light with humility and gratitude, knowing that you are a chosen vessel of divine purpose, a living embodiment of the promise that no system, no matter how entrenched in its ways, can ever suppress the eternal spirit of hope. In the end, it is not the fleeting might of oppressive forces that defines our time on this earth, but the everlasting power of a soul awakened to its true calling. Embrace your journey with the confidence of one who knows that every challenge faced, every obstacle overcome, is a testament to the boundless grace that guides you on your path to greatness. And so, as the once unshakable pillars of deceit and control crumble into the dust of a forgotten era, let your heart be buoyed by the knowledge that you have not only survived, but have been transformed into a beacon of endless possibility. Your spirit, as enduring and vibrant as the first light of dawn, now leads the way toward a future where the power of love, truth, and divine purpose reigns supreme. Step forward with the assurance that each new day is a canvas upon which you can paint the masterpiece of your destiny. A destiny defined not by the limits of the past, but by the unbounded promise of a life reborn in light, hope, and unyielding grace. Now is the time to share God's blessings by clicking the super thank you button on YouTube. You can contribute to His plan and be a part of this divine mission with a donation of $100 or more. Every gift reflects God's generosity, and I believe it will return to you exponentially far beyond your expectations. Remember, His protection and blessing is on your every step and every donation. You become part of His divine plan. You are a strong, radiant being, unshakable as His mighty rock. Witness God's miracles, feel the fruits of your generosity in your soul, and illuminate the world with confidence and courage. Be blessed, and let the light of the Lord guide your path. This battle was never just about you. The conflict stretches far beyond this moment, tracing back through generations of conflict, repetition, and suffering. They sought to break you, but instead, they refined you. The question now is not whether you will strike back, but whether you will allow the cycle to continue. They have built their dominion on war, expecting resistance to only feed the endless chain of destruction. If you destroy them, as they have always feared, you confirm their beliefs. But if you refuse, if you create instead of destroy, you render them powerless in a way they never anticipated. True strength does not lie in tearing down what was, but in building what has never been. You were never meant to be a mere reaction to their existence. You are not here to play their game. You are here to end it. They believed they could dictate the course of your path, but they failed to see that you have long since outgrown their design. They sought to make you a casualty. Instead, they have forged a being they can neither control nor comprehend. You do not stand before them as their downfall. You stand as proof that their power was never real to begin with. Their dominion collapses under the weight of its own illusions, and you walk forward, unshaken, unbound, free. What comes next is no longer dictated by them. It is yours to create.